Hey, babe. Melly. Hey. Did you just work out or going to?
No, I just finished.
Go, girl. It almost didn't happen, huh?
Almost.
I know I got Luke to school super late and I literally had, like, I dropped him off. He has 3 hours of school. He only had 1. So I'm like, okay, I got to make the most of this time. I'm like, I know if during this time I don't work out, like, I'm going to feel like a loser. I'm like, that's go work out and then finish what you got to do. But
Yep.
so yeah, good girl. Good for you. All right, let's see if anyone else is getting on here. Hold on. Give me a sec. We'll give everyone like a little bit of time to get on. Oh, no wonder. Okay. Unlisted. Okay. Well, you know what? If no one gets on, I'm going to end up having the call with you that I had with Lisette
Okay.
the day that you fell asleep.
Yeah. I know. I was like, oh, this should be good. And then I was like, out.
Well, it was late. I'm like, oh my gosh. Anyone is even, because I think I came on like 11:30. Like, you guys there?
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh my gosh. Why? Too many tabs open here. All right, there we go. Okay, let me see who's getting on. Who's getting on? It's coming in 15 minutes. Loading now. All right, anyways, let's get started. Let's see, porque people are getting on at different times, so clearly everyone's going to be watching the replay. So I spoke about it on our team page. A Little Obsessed came out. This gives us an opportunity to look into the program and to just get people excited. Today I spoke to a new coach that I signed up, Priscilla. She's like, I don't know what to do. I feel like I don't know what I'm doing. And I'm like, girl, don't overthink it. Just print out your program. Get excited. Show people like, oh, this is how I'm figuring it out. And just share with enthusiasm. You know, it's a little easy for the 80-day obsessed test groupers to be like, so excited because they did it, they've lived through it, they got the results. But, you know, equally, we could still, it's our enthusiasm and excitement that's going to get people excited to want to do this. So just be excited, show people like, oh my gosh, this is what they're getting, this is what we're getting, like the direction. You can go live on Instagram stories and show a little bit of the meal plan. You can, you know, film a video about it, like just either live on Facebook, Instagram stories, just post little images, teasing people, saying, got my meal plan or whatever. It just gets people excited. It makes people curious. So we're going to have like 3 weeks or 2 weeks. It's like January 13th it launches. So we're going to have, let's see. Oh, wow. So I guess it's January 15th. So 3 weeks. We're going to have 3 weeks before Obsessed. What's it called? 80-Day Obsession comes out. So we literally have time, like from after Christmas, like we can even do like another round of like the 21-day fix. Some people are going to do the 3-week yoga retreat. but just something from start to finish that you can be talking about it, get people excited. So Little Obsessed, I'm going to jump on that bandwagon. This is another opportunity for us to commit to the program, the meal plan, even show, look, my 1 week results. I lost 4 pounds, just like how we do with the refresh. You're like, I lost 2 pounds doing the refresh. Look how awesome. So let's do that with a Little Obsessed. We weren't part of the test group, but we can be part of this test group and we can get people excited. So don't miss that boat, you guys. I'll never forget the words I heard that if you're not talking about it, your customer, your friend, your bestie, your coworker is going to go with someone who is talking about it. And, you know, I've seen it happen. I've seen it happen even in our own team where someone ended up signing up and it's like, wait, I know that girl. And I was like, oh, sorry, I didn't even know. And she never mentioned it. It's like, that was my good friend, my coworker. And I was like, oh my gosh, I had no idea. They never mentioned it. But why? Because I was talking about it. I was inviting and the other person wasn't. So, you know, in any other situation, like I found out months before, if it's in the time, I'd be like, hey, don't you know Melissa? I would always point someone your way. But this happened on our team and it was so unfortunate. And again, a lesson, like, dang, such an indication and a reminder that if you're not talking about it, even the closest people to you may go with someone else that is. So, ouch, right? So that's Little Obsessed, you guys. Today we're talking about simplifying our businesses. Jenny posted a video of Melanie Mitro. She shared her kind of like tips on getting your day organized. And I really want to make that like mandatory for everyone to watch that because she shared some practical tips on getting organized. And you know what? She was very clear about this. There was a few things that stood out to me in that video where she basically said, like, if you don't figure this out, like, you're not going to succeed. Like, you're not going to get anywhere. And that was kind of a like, ouch, because I'm definitely not running my business in that the way that she's saying it. I'm kind of like just all the time, just different hours of the day. And she talked about being just efficient with our time or whatever. But this was something that through her own trial and error, she had to figure out, or like I like to say, figure out or die. Because it's like, our business does not have to be that difficult. But I think what happens with us, you guys, is that there's so many things that we could be doing, learning, trainings, Beachbody Champions page. We need to listen to a podcast, the National Wake Up Call. There's so many things that we feel we need to learn and listen to. But at the end of the day, if we're not working our power hour, if we're not listening to our personal development, making contacts with 2 people a day, following up, going to the challenge group, going to the team page, like very basic stuff. If we're not doing those things, then it's like it's almost like the definition of insanity, you know, trying the same thing over and over and expecting different results. So I know for myself for sure, 2018 is the year of simplifying my business. So, hey Jennifer, welcome. Babe, get him a towel. Just raining. So, first way that I want to talk about simplifying our business is with social media. I think the culture of our team has definitely been a strong emphasis on social media, but what I think I started seeing happen was that we were focusing so much on social media and not enough on our daily activities. And so we were getting frustrated because here you are, you're posting, you're doing your thing, you're posting these beautiful pictures, and then you're not really gaining the traction. Nobody wants to go in your challenge group. But it's because it's kind of like we're putting all this effort and like just throwing all of our dice on this one thing. But it's like, it's again, the definition of insanity, because what brings us the results is those connections. What brings us the results is the relationships that you're forming every day. I love Jamie's hustle, which was, where do you get these people? Where do you get your 2 contacts a day? Like 2 people that you reach out to. Anyone who likes your post. So you do a morning post, whoever likes it, send them a message. Hey, thanks for liking my post. this was, you know, a crazy day for me today, or like, today was an awesome workout. How are you doing? Are you working out? And you start a conversation. And that's what you do every day. And you know what? Maybe you could do 10 of them. But for right now, guys, we're going to simplify. And we're going to, it sounds silly, but I swear, we're just going to set almost dumb goals, dumb ones. Because it's better that we accomplish some small, dumb ones that are moving us forward than some huge ones that leave us paralyzed. Can I get an amen? Some dumb ones that move us forward, or huge ones that leave us paralyzed and doing nothing. So it's important that with social media, we begin to simplify, guys. Instagram stories and Snapchat was getting a little out of hand for me. I feel like I was just sharing like too much, and I have this pressure, like people need to see my content, and just recently I just felt like, you know what, no they don't, like they need it. But I was talking to a coach recently who said like she went 3 days without posting, and then when she came back, it's like she still had the same amount of likes, she still had the same amount of people following her. Now, granted, you can't go MIA on social media and think that when you come back, it's going to be all, we have to be consistent, right? But I could share moments of my day and, you know, do 4 or 5 little stories on Instagram stories for my morning, my workout, my meal, and then that's it. Just a little something to let people know I'm there. But this whole idea that we need to, you know, share our entire day, guys, we have families, you know, and I don't want you guys to get burned out. It's kind of like how I'm feeling now, like just like constantly feeling the pressure of needing to share. And the reality is we don't. The magic is going to happen in the behind the scenes. The magic is going to happen in your daily tasks. The magic is going to happen in a few really good posts that share your message, share your, you know, what you're all about, and then that's it. And then shifting that, like you do your few posts to let people know you're there. But I think, you know, all of these new technologies, of course, they're great, right? But they can also, like everything, they can be bad for us too. And I want you girls, especially Melly, you work. I know that, you know, you can't be on your phone while you're at work, or, you know, maybe you could sneak in a few, you know, little things, but it can't consume your life. And so we just have to find these ways to simplify social media. Well, guess what, guys? If you were trained and taught, you know, to post 5 times a day, you don't have to. You don't have to, especially with Instagram stories, that you could do a little like, hey, everyone, and like just like touch base, show people your personality, and then that's it. You did that at 9 a.m., and it's going to be there for 24 hours, and people will see it throughout the day. So I think, if anything, Instagram stories is a great way to throw your little breadcrumbs out there and then leave. And what I really want us to work on this coming year is about having times, like focused business times, where we are, you know, chopping down our tree little by little, those actions, the daily activities, and then we put our axe down and walk away. That's what I really want us as a team, guys. I don't know. Can I hear from some of you girls? Like, would you say that you have struggled with that? I know it's been a huge struggle for me, the constant pressure to work like 24 hours. What could some of you, how have some of you been dealing with that?
Can you hear me?
Now I can. I can't see you. I can't see you or Jennifer. I don't know if it's on purpose, but I can't see you in case.
Well, I'm in the dark anyway. So.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I've been trying to do, is just, I've made myself like a little list and just try to make, you know, start making those connections, which I haven't been doing it really long enough to know how well it's working. But I am finding that, like, if I go through and just say, you know, thanks, or just make a connection with people, then they're more likely to, like, comment on my post the next day or like it or whatever, because now they feel like we have some kind of connection, I guess.
Right. You know, most people are going to ghost on your social media. They're just going to like see you, they're watching you, but they're not really going to interact. But yeah, a little message. And that's another thing, those little engagements, like it's just going to, like, so at the end of the month, if you did two simple hello, you know, how's it going? Thanks for liking my post. And then ask them a question right there. You made 2 simple contacts that at the end of the month can be 60 contacts. Out of those 60, come on, guys, one is bound to get, you know, to like accept your invitation to something. And then it's not going to be those 60. It's going to be the 60 from 2 months ago that you continued messaging, went back and forth. So that's why it's so important. And I want us to realize that that is more effective than spending 30 minutes on what the heck am I going to post. Okay? So the minute we find ourselves like, oh my gosh, I got to think of this epic post, say, you know what? No, I need to go message 10 people. If I could spend an hour thinking of an epic post, then I need to go message someone, because we can't keep doing that too. I mean, of course, some posts have to be thoughtful. You have to think what you're going to say, and that's okay, but not if it's literally, you know, consuming your day. Like this idea of like posting the perfect thing, or like, what do I think of? So 2018 and now, starting now, guys, I'm starting this now. We are simplifying. We don't have to post as much, especially now because of Instagram stories. Did you cut your hair? Jennifer, did you cut your hair? Oh, okay. I was like,
It's in a ponytail.
oh, I'm like, everyone's cutting their hair.
No way.
I'm next. So, yes. So simplifying social media. And again, the technologies have helped us to where we can get more exposure for less time. Okay? So using Instagram stories is going to be to our advantage. We'll use it, breadcrumb, and put our axe down and leave. And that's kind of what I did today. And I'm still throughout the day, I'm getting my, you know, I'm trying to implement these things, guys. I'm trying to implement it because I don't want you guys to, you know, to burn out and to feel like this is like too much, because it doesn't have to be. And this is the new, you know, the thing that I've been talking to you about, the mentorship that I've been seeking from older Beachbody coaches that started when there was no social media. So somehow they've like been able to build these amazing network marketing businesses. Now, moving forward, guys, I do want to say, now that there's a few of you here, I want to give a shout out to Jenny for doing her first reel, like participating in our sneak peek for the first time. And she's been a coach for a long time, guys. Honestly, there's no reason why all of you girls right now, because most of you are kind of starting off at the same time, why you can't already commit to doing a sneak peek. But here's what we're gonna do, guys. We're gonna simplify it. We're gonna make it easier for you. There's gonna be 2 ways we're gonna start off with sharing the business opportunity. Because just like you're gonna make 2 simple contacts a day, we're gonna do 2 business opportunity. Like, hey, or you can choose. Maybe you could do every other. One will be like, hey, how are you? Hey, would you be willing to listen to something about my business? I think it would be great. Reaching out to a few people. And what we're going to do is, if you don't have the courage yet to do the sneak peeks, guys, I literally can tell you, like, I remember like the 4 or 5 girls I signed up because I sent them a video, not me. It was somebody else. A Katie Green video. She's someone in our upline. I really liked her video. And I signed up like at least a handful of girls saying, let me tell you, watch this video about coaching. And they came back and said, I want to do this. Do you think you girls can commit to that? Like, maybe you're scared to host a webinar or to go live and talk about something. I was so proud of Jenny because she did amazing. So I kind of just wanted to slap her because I was like, girl, seriously, you were like so good.
I'm scared.
She was so scared, but right, it's like the roller coaster. You get on, and then after you're like, let's go again. Now you want to do it again. And that's how it is. It's definitely how it is with the business, right? I mean, would you say, Jenny, that now you're like, yeah. So, simplifying sharing the business, guys. It's sneak peeks. You know what? Because I'm going to look at history. And I'm going to look at the history of our team, okay? Let's be real. And in the history of our team, I've been talking till I'm blue in my face about, guys, we need to get in. You got to share the business. You got to do a sneak peek. You got to do a 3-day sneak peek. We get sneak peek. Nobody is taking action. Okay, well, if we're talking about simplifying, we're gonna simplify it, guys. I'm gonna give you like, you can even look up. You can look up your own. I'll give you a few, including one of my own, but it doesn't have to be mine. Something under 20 minutes that you can send to somebody and say, hey, watch this. This is what got me excited about the business. And you just let them watch the video. Let's try that this year, guys. Let's try that going into this year, because clearly the sneak peek has had everyone on our team scared. And, you know, not everyone. Some people are doing it and they're seeing the results, but I want to simplify it for you girls. And I want to tell you that there's no correct one way to do this. There's a bunch. So the way we're going to simplify it is we're going to invite people to just watch a short video and then follow up with them. Did you watch it? Did you see it? And we'll go from there. How do you guys like that? Thumbs up, head nod, heads. We're going to at least, but the idea is we're going to do this consistently. And again, guys, we're going to do it. It's like, how many of you guys have found that you've done that? That you're like waiting to do something, and then time passes by, you didn't do anything because you were like, you know, but if we just set the small little goals, that's why I want us to do the power of 2. Forget 5 people a day, 5 contacts. We're going to do 2, guys. 2 people you can reach out to and say, hey, thanks for liking my picture. Or, you know, just like, thanks for commenting. The person who comments, send them a private message. Connect with them, okay? We need to go back to connecting with like-minded groups. What do you do for a living? What is your favorite TV show? What is your favorite store you like to shop at? Being intentional about going in those places and making connections. And then guess what, guys? If social media scares you, or you're just like, I don't know where to begin with social media. Well, then instead of picking your child right up from school and leaving, you need to linger around and spark some conversations with some new mamas. Because that's another thing. Or you need to deliberately put your kids in the car and go to a park or the library if it's cold where you're at. You're going to go to the library that day. And you're going to be intentional about making 2 connections. That's it. So it doesn't only have to be through social media. It could be live in person. So that is presenting the business and making your connections. We talked about simplifying social media. We do not need to post 3 to 5 times a day, but you give me 2 good posts and something on your story that tells us, and you're good. You literally, Lisette, I know you work. Maybe you're going to be off now, Christmas break or whatever, but you work. You girls who work, you can't just like be constantly. And guess what? I'm home and I don't want to be constantly posting. Like, I've been doing it and it just doesn't make me feel good anymore. Like, I don't like it. I want to have moments where I can literally disconnect and come back to my phone like 2 hours later and be like, okay, what do I need to do? I got new messages. That's how I want to go into 2018. And I want to set that culture for our team as well. Because we have families, right, girls? Lisette says she's been getting more interaction. Let's see, let me read. Hold on. It's stuck. Oh, through stories, right? So let's use that technology to our advantage, guys, using Instagram stories. Remember with Instagram stories, they have the little dashes up top. So you don't want to overshare. If someone opens your story and they see 50 million of those dashes, they might check out. So you want to make sure with Instagram stories that you're doing anywhere from 5 to 10 max. Pero anything over that, you may turn people off. So unless you're gonna, I say if you're gonna go for like, you want to speak about, okay, I want to go on, I want to talk about Little Obsessed, I'm gonna go live. I'm gonna go live with that. And remember, guys, that with live videos, people see it on the replay. People will see it on the replay. So don't worry about if you have one person watching you live. Don't worry. People will watch it after. Well, taking a sip of water. I had a girl tell me today that my arms were looking great, and now she's a prospect. Oh no, I can't hear anything. I don't know why. Try logging off. Who? Oh, there was a phone number they left. Alba, can you hear us? Alba, can you hear us? I don't know. So, okay, guys. So, what was the next one? Social media, the business opportunity. So, the business opportunity using less social media. And then the last is our simplifying like our fitness, guys. You know, it's easy to get caught up and to let life happen to you and like people not be on top of their fitness. It happens all the time in this business. We have to realize that our business, our results, our working out is directly connected. And if we're not working out, then you feel like you don't have anything to post about, or if you're not eating good, what the heck are you going to post about? So it's so important that you make that a priority. Now, how do we simplify our workouts? If right now you're in the season of like crazy, holiday times, well, you know what? Right now, focus on T25. Do T25 and do the best that you can and say, I'm going to do T25 for the next 2 weeks because that's 25 minutes and I can get off. Like, be realistic, simplify the fitness if you need to with meal prepping. And guys, I want to do this as a team. We're going to do Little Obsess on Wednesday. But after that, like on the, let's see, I guess maybe January 1st, I want to do, because we're still going to be homeless with our program because Little Obsessed, So Obsessed, 80-Day Obsession doesn't come out till the 15th. So I want to do something. I had this awesome idea to open it up. Like, let's do this as a team. A simple meal prep party. We're going to invite people. Let's say like for the next week, the New Year cleanse, like let's just have a meal prep party. We're going to promote it live on our pages or whatever. It's free for people to join. And we're going to have a meal prep party where it's going to be so simple. Like literally choose rice or sweet potato. 2 options. That's it. Chicken or beef. And then asparagus or broccoli. We're literally going to make it so easy. Maybe we'll give them 3 options. Pick 1 green, 1 this, 1 that. And we're going to do like, boom, a batch of like all of the chicken and do a meal prep party, but a super simplified one. Fruit. So we'll just do like carb, protein, greens. Anyways, I thought it would be a great idea to get people, like for us to stay on top of, not fall completely off the wagon waiting for 80 day. It would be a great way to get our people engaged and give some tremendous value to people. And we're going to make it like super simple. Just like fruit, carb, like literally like this meal right here on the 80-day obsession. Like this will be like the meal every day, but just choose it. And at least we could do like lunch and dinner, like fruit, green, a carb. We could even do whatever, 1 of each container, but we're going to do like two a day. Yeah.
I created it for something else, but we could use it. I created a meal prep made simple, like a guide.
Okay.
With ideas and stuff. It's a document.
Is it simple? Like, is it like just...
Well, I'll send it to you and then you can look at it. And if you want to use it, you can.
Perfect. If you already have that, podemos avanzar con ese, nena. Okay, yeah, Melly.
I know Lizette, when we did our challenge group together, she has one too, and it was pretty simple too. So If I don't have it, I'll see if she still has it. She can send it to you too, so you can look at it.
Okay, awesome. We can talk about, I was thinking, I don't know what we have going on or if Little Obsessed is going to be here for 1 week or 2 weeks, but I thought that could be something that even after Christmas, we could spend that whole time promoting. Join our meal prep party. Let's start off the new year with a bang and just do that whole first week, giving people value and helping them to feel good. For, we could even do just a 5-day like meal prep party for Monday through Friday. And we'll call it that. Doesn't that sound fun? A meal prep party. And we could even go live on our Instagrams and tell people, join me live. Here's your shopping list. We're going to share the grocery list. But what we're going to do, and what I recommend doing, is collecting info. We're going to collect email addresses, or we're going to somehow you have to make them like click onto something. We got to like put this person on our contact list. So, okay, so that's simplifying our fitness, guys. The fitness, if it's a busy time for you, if you're just like, you know, you're having a hard time working out 6 days a week, well then simplify it and just do the best that you can with 4 or 5. But by no means, again, do I want you to say, oh, yeah, I don't have time for 7 days, so forget it, nothing, you know? Or I don't have time for 7 days, so forget 4 days, because that's, like, no. Set a simple goal for your fitness, for your nutrition, and, you know, it's better than nothing. Now, I want you guys to, obviously, you're going to have seasons where you're crushing your goals and you're doing awesome, and we should still challenge ourselves that way. But if something is causing you stress, if something is causing you to not do something because it's too complicated, then we have to take a step back and analyze, how can we make this more simple? So guys, those are some tips for you. You know, we're going to be working, I'm still, by tomorrow, I should finalize our final training, which is basically our power hour, that checklist. We do have other ones like activity trackers on the Beachbody, like in the training, there's different ones you can even Google, like, you know, just, what's it called? The power hour, Beachbody power hours. We do have a few on our team page in the files section, but I'm going to give like our official one, the new one going forward. That is the one that's going to talk about 2 connections a day. Right now it's at 5. You know, most of them say 5 to 10. And then again, guys, like for me personally, 2, with the amount of people that I talk to, 2 is too little, like 2, and then I would have like other people just hanging on. So, but I'm going to set for me my dumb small goal. And then for each of you could be that. Maybe for you 10 is no problem, but 20 is kind of stretching it, you know? So then keep it at 10. Keep it at 10. So I'm going to figure out my lucky number, but I want you girls, don't even try. If you're not doing anything, I want you to start off with the 2. 2 a day, 2 contacts, 2 follow-ups, team page, challenge groups.
So maybe you said this before, Lillian, I missed it, but it's very simple, well, for me, to talk to people about challenge packs or, you know, what I'm doing with nutrition, workouts, etc. But who had the 2 people for the coaching is what always gives me the challenge.
Right. So where we could start off is our customers. I mean, how many of you are your customers kind of MIA? Do you still have people hanging on, guys? Like,
I still have customers. I have like 6 or 7 in a challenge that I created within my challenge group.
okay.
You know, it finishes on Friday. It was like right after Thanksgiving to Christmas. But I've approached all of them, and 2 kind of said maybe, you know, 1 was actually in the sneak peek, but none of them so far.
Okay. So with coaching, it's still going to have to be a bit of like making those connections, and then, you know, inviting, you have to make that connection. You can't just blind say, hey, you know, watch this video. There's a great money opportunity. We can't go about it that way. It has to be that you made that connection. So I would make that connection, and then I would say, hey, have you ever considered doing what I do? Maybe you could just put it like that. Have you ever considered coaching before? And if they're like, no, never, then you can be like, oh, okay, because I have this video and I wanted to, you know, if you were interested, I wanted to send it to you. That's if they say no, right? If they say yes, be like, really? Awesome. And then boom, you go through a conversation. So I think it could be as easy as that, Jenny, as just approaching the person and saying, have you ever considered doing what I do? Have you ever considered coaching? No, I haven't. Oh, okay. Because if you did, I was going to send you a video. How does that sound?
I did that question I get a lot of the same people watching my Instagram stories, the same like 50 or 60 people all the time. So I sent like 25 messages like that last week.
About coaching.
To see.
For
About
when you're
coaching.
promoting the sneak peek? All
Yep.
right.
Okay.
Well, we definitely have to work on building the audience. And if we're not using hashtags and getting the people in like that, then you need to be investing. Like I still haven't tried the Instagram ads. I haven't tried it yet. But we've kind of gone a little like, Jamie, did you ever get a reply from the shout out guy?
I'm still doing shout outs.
Okay, so you're still building your audience.
Yep.
Okay.
Almost every week I do one.
How many are you increasing by?
Maybe 20 or so.
And are you reaching out to each of those people? Okay, good job.
Who are you doing them with, Jenny?
Mommy Scape.
Okay, that's the other one I told you about, Jamie. Mommy Skate.
How
She's
much
cheap.
is? How much
She's
is she?
cheap. She gave me a deal at some point, and it was like 3 months for $30.
For every week? Dang.
I could have done 2 a week if I wanted.
Lisette, Melly, you got to get on that. So what?
But now, I don't know. Like, she might change the price a little bit, but even though she's not expensive, the only thing is sometimes she forgets to post. Like, you have to remind her. But I get it. You know, like, I'll just send her a little reminder.
And it's Mommy Scapes.
Mommy underscore Scape.
Okay.
Do you just DM her on Instagram?
Yeah, her name is Jessica.
Okay, thanks.
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't hear back from meal prep, but I did one with I don't know. There was another one I did, Minute Meals or something.
Okay, how did it go?
And it just went okay. I mean, it wasn't as good as meal prep,
I know.
but he won't get back to me. So what are you gonna do?
Yeah, maybe he's still in my, like out of the country, like you said. He went a while, and you know what? One day I like not told him off, but I was like, "Hello, you're ignoring me," or I said something like that, and he wrote me back. So I was like, "Oh, okay, he likes abuse." All right. Well, that's all I have for you girls. Lisette, Melly, if you're like, shout outs, what are you talking about? You would take your transformation pictures and you would contact, it costs a little bit of money, literally like $5 to $20, and you would get new followers. You just say like, hey, check out, you give a little blurb and I can help you with that. So just, if you're ready, both of you, Melly, we may have to work a little bit more on your content, like just having a few more posts so that it could be like, all right, marketable, like you're ready to do your shout outs. I can just look at both of your social medias if you're ready to do that. But that's how, guys, that's how we all grew our followings. Shout outs. A shout out is when you pay another page with more followers. They do a little like post about you, and then they take it down after the hour or two, depending on what you pay for. So let me know if you're ready to take it to the next level with that. So, all right, guys. Thank you. Good night. See ya. Bye.